Welcome everybody to the debut episode, the premiere, whatever you want to call it, of Unexplained Disappearances. Now I decided to create this this series. I'm just going to explain real quick what made me create this series for those of you that follow me, subscribe to me, whatever. I created this series and I wanted to separate it from Unsolved because these are specifically going to be about disappearances, and there's a lot of disappearances that I want to go over in this series, and some are very interesting. So with that out of the way, let's get into episode 1. So in episode 1, we're talking about a man named Ray Gricar. Now Ray Gricar went missing in 2005 and has never been seen since. A lot of people have theorized their own opinion, a lot of people have made their own theories, etc., etc. Of course, so we're going to go down a little list of notes that I made about this case, and I'm going to give my honest, brutal opinion about this and what I think happened to Ray Gricar. So, note number 1. At 11:30 a.m. on April 15, 2005, Gricar called for Nicola to inform her that he was driving through the Brush Valley area northeast of Center Hall. Gricar failed to return home, and late that evening, he was reported missing. The following day, investigators identified a red Mini Cooper, a car of Ray Gricar, forgive me, his last name is kind of a tongue twister, in an antique store parking lot in Lewisburg, Pennsylvania. The car contained his county-issued cell phone, but not his laptop, computer, his keys, his wallet. Investigators identified no signs of foul play. Ray Gricar, Roy Gricar, older brother of Ray, Roy Gricar's car was found in a very similar state of Ray's. Now, Ray's the one we're talking about here, in case you're getting confused. Ray Gricar's older brother, Roy Gricar's car was found in the same area of his now missing brother's before he was found dead in the Great Miami River in Ohio back in 1996. So the family thought that was really interesting and obviously wanted the authorities to search the river, because now they're thinking maybe he committed suicide. 2 months later, someone recovered a hard drive. Of course, he was not found in it because he's still missing. He was not found in it, so and they never found his computer. So 2 months later, someone recovered a hard drive on the banks of the river about 100 yards from the location of the laptop, and investigators theorized that it originated with Gricar. However, it was so badly damaged that the analysts by the FBI, U.S. Secret Service, and the firm Kroll Outrack, which successfully recovered data from the hard drive recovered from the Space Shuttle Columbia disaster, all attempted but failed to recover any data from the hard drive. Now that's pretty astounding that they were able to recover information from a hard drive from the Space Shuttle Columbia disaster. If you don't know what that is, look that up. That was a huge disaster, and the fact that they could find information from that hard drive but not this, that's pretty compelling. In April of 2009, Belfront, Pennsylvania police revealed that before his disappearance, someone used the home computer at the residence of Gricar and his girlfriend to perform internet searches on topics such as how to wreck a hard drive, how to fry a hard drive, and water damage to a notebook computer. So obviously, whether this was Ray Gricar himself or somebody else is responsible for his disappearance, one thing is definitely for sure: somebody was trying to cover up whatever is on that hard drive that they still to this day, here in 2015, still to this day are not able to get any information from this. So whoever did this was very, very successful in doing it, and definitely looked up the right stuff. A day after, so then Ray Gricar was officially pronounced dead, well, not pronounced dead, but declared legally dead on July 25th, 2011. So he's been declared legally dead for the last almost 4 years. A day after the judge declared Gricar legally dead, police in Utah arrested a man resembling Gricar, who refused to reveal his identity on a misdemeanor charge. This John Doe resembled Gricar in his height and weight, lips, and even some wrinkles. The similarities caused an internet sensation with speculation someone had found Ray Gricar. Center County authorities quickly sent copies of fingerprints of Gricar to Utah, expecting a match. Nevertheless, the fingerprints of this man triggered no match. Authorities eventually declared the man not identical with Gricar. So that's pretty heartbreaking for the family. I mean, they think, oh, maybe he got found. Maybe he disappeared to protect his family, or this or that. So now Ray Grykar had some connections to Jerry Sandusky, and if you're not familiar with that piece of shit, basically he was this big football coach guy. And I'm not really big into football, so I'm not 100% what he was, and I'm not going to go into detail about him because it's not what this video is about. But he apparently knew about Sandusky's child molestations before Sandusky was busted on it. So if you don't know who Sandusky is, look him up and you'll find out what a piece of utter human waste of shit this guy is. And some people think that Grykar, knowing what Sandusky did but doing nothing about it, then when it came out that Sandusky was guilty, Grykar felt so guilty about it that Grykar either A, disappeared and isolated himself, which is kind of odd, or 2, he committed suicide and his body has just simply never been found. So that's a theory, though. That's one of the many theories about where Ray Grykar has gone. To me, this is a very, very confusing case, because there's a lot of disappearances out there, and one can sit there and come to some kind of a conclusion. But with Ray Grykar, there's almost no reason for him to go missing. Even if the Sandusky thing was true and he knew that Sandusky was guilty but he just never acted on it, that's not enough for somebody to go missing. You know, he made a mistake and whatever. He's not the one that was molesting children. Sandusky was. So Grykar, in my opinion, that just doesn't really hold up to me. I think Ray Grykar could have very possibly just wanted to leave his former life behind. It's very, very possible. I mean, it happens. As selfish as it is, as fucked up as it is, people have disappeared willingly in the past and will continue to disappear in the future willingly because they want to leave their lives behind. And maybe Ray Grykar did this. Or maybe Ray Grykar did commit suicide somewhere and they just haven't looked in the right place to find his remains. That too is a very, very big possibility. I mean, this world's huge. This guy could have traveled far away and committed suicide somewhere, and purposely, so that his remains would never be found. We will never really know unless we find him, obviously. So that's my opinion on it. That he could very well be alive. He could very well be dead. I don't know, obviously. I just make this series for fun to entertain you guys. But Ray Grykar is one of the most compelling cases, in my opinion, is one of the most compelling cases out there of a missing persons. It's very, very interesting. So I hope you guys enjoyed this debut episode. I feel really good about the series. I hope it goes over well with you guys. I hope it gets a decent amount of views so that I'm entertaining more than just like 20 people. But, you know, I do YouTube for fun. I don't do it for the money. I don't do it to become YouTube famous or any of that kind of bullshit. This is just a hobby, a side hobby in my life that I like to do every now and then. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. There will definitely be more episodes. If you want me to talk about any unexplained disappearances that you want to hear about, please don't hesitate. Leave them in the comments below, or even send me a private message and I will do it as soon as possible. And I will, of course, give you credit, a shout out in the video. So this is Keith Carnes. Thanks for tuning in to the first episode of Unexplained Disappearances. I hope you guys enjoyed the series. I hope you guys are enjoying the series, and I will see you guys in the next one. Yeah, that's about it. Take it easy.